So now here's something else that's a little negative, Rick. The worst major wrestling show. The readers of the Wrestling Observer voted that last year's Royal Rumble, not the one last month, but last year in St. Louis, that was the worst major wrestling show. The second worst major wrestling show was the Elimination Chamber over in Saudi Arabia last February. The third worst wrestling show was GCW's The World in January in New York last year. And in fourth place, the worst major wrestling show, according to the readers of the Wrestling Observer, Ric Flair's last match.
We took fourth.
We took fourth in the worst major wrestling show.
That's good. Right?
Well, let's keep the hits going. They also have a little topic they vote on over in the Observer Award.
No, but that means we're not the first worst.
We're not the first worst.
Not even the second or third.
Not even
I'll take that.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The most disgusting promotional tactic. Number one was WWE Vince McMahon appearing on television for a crowd pop after sexual misconduct allegations. That was number one. Number two, WWE continuing the relationship with Saudi Arabia. And number three, the most disgusting promotional tactic, Ric Flair's last match.
Well, I don't pay attention to that. You know what I got to say to that?
What's that?
I made $300,000. Go fuck yourself. That's right. I made $300,000. Disgusting you.
Yeah.
Disgust yourself for $300,000.
Worst match of the year.
And get in the shape that I got in. How about that, motherfuckers?
That's 73, by the way.
Yeah.
Worst match of the year, Pat McAfee versus Vince McMahon, Arlington, Texas. The second worst match of the year, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal against Ric Flair and Andrade in Nashville. Second worst, Rick. Come on now.
I'll take that because it was a shit.
There were worse matches last year. My gosh.
No. But here's the deal. It was the shits because I made a mistake in hydrating. Let me have it again.
Will you stop?
No. I'm serious. I think about it all the time. Let me have the match again. Because the one thing I never thought about was to keep myself hydrated, which I found out. My doctor told me the other day. I just went to get my heart tested and all that. He said the only thing wrong with you is he said he to my new doctor here in Tampa. So he's reading my medical records. He goes, "You drink 9 to 12 beers a day." The same, it's like the psychiatrist, right, from years ago. I said, yeah, I said, "You do that every day?" He said, "I'm looking at your blood work, and all I can tell you is that if you're going to keep drinking like that, you got to stay a little bit more hydrated. That's the only thing. So just drink more water with the booze."
Oh my God.
He goes, "I assume you're not going to quit drinking." I said, "You got that shit right." He said, "Just drink more water."
So it's not that your alcohol ratio is too high; it's that your water's too low.
Believe it or not, the water affects your kidneys if you don't drink enough water. If you're drinking a lot of booze,
yeah.
Because the 9 beers, I didn't even tell them how much vodka I'm drinking every day. I mean, come on. And you, of all people, putting that phony blue shit in your vodka.
Whoa. Hang on now. It's vodka water. I'm drinking water. And I'll never forget one of the first times me and you were hanging out.
Vodka water. You're right. That's right. You need to drink more water.
I'm chugging water, dude.
So that's what I'm doing now, though. But my kidneys have been through a little more than yours.
That's fair.
I mean, mine stopped. Mine in 2017, mine said, "Fuck you, Rick. We do not work anymore. You're dead."
I love you for that.
It's the fucking truth. Wendy, tell me I had to bring the goddamn special doctor down there to get my kidneys pumped up.
Oh my goodness.
Come here, Wendy. Yeah. This is great to get on the podcast. Come here. We're talking about what you told the kidney doctor when they said my kidney won't work.
Hello.
Hi.
So I guess we're tagging you in for a kidney story.
Yes, a kidney story, huh? No, we're at the hospital, and I told, oh, well, they could pump in vodka and stuff. So, and they wanted to do that. I said, no, no, no. We need to get a new machine in here, and we need to fix his kidneys. Is that the story he wants me to tell you? Because that was what was
No,
happening.
because they stopped.
Yeah, yeah, his kidneys, and the machine wasn't working. So we had to go get a different machine, a brand new machine that hospitals didn't have. So I went to the staff. It was very hard to convince them that we need this new machine here. Now the hospital has probably 10 of them, but it's because of Rick.
So he's worn out stairmasters and kidney machines.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All righty.
That's it. That's his story. He's
The
it.
Iron Man.
You know what? The Iron Man or the Bionic Man. I
One of
told him
those. One of those.
his theme for next year's birthday is Bionic Man.
I like that. I like that.
Bye.
Nice to see Wendy here on the program. A little running, a little hot tag.
Conrad. So Wendy leaves now, right? Wendy lives here now, pretty much. Like she's going back and forth. So last night at American Social, she said, "I can't." She said to me, "I'm going home. I cannot drink every night with you." And so I'm drinking. I've drank all weekend. I can't. Now I get to stay at American Social by myself. Wendy goes home and watches TV.
Well, you do have your name literally on the bar. I can't believe it.
I know. I found a new place too. They're going to put my name on it.
Oh my gosh.
Wendy goes, you enjoy, I'm going home. I'm not going to sit here and drink with you every goddamn night.
I love it.
How good is that?
Oh my gosh.
The
Let's do a
best of
few
both-
more
it's the-
observer awards.
It's the best of both worlds.
They got to put you on a leash or something down there.
And we got the porn channel fixed too.
Oh, well. How can we live without that?
Now I don't have to call you for room number 280 in your private room downstairs.
It was $5.99, by the way.
$5.99.
Worst promotion of the year, according to the Wrestling Observer. WWE. Come on, man. Worst promotion of the year. They had their most top line revenue ever. They had their biggest profit ever. How are they the worst promotion of the year? That's just silly.
I don't know. I don't know. But getting back to my last match.
Yeah.
And that if the things that are surrounding it, if that what was that thing we did with ESPN? Give me the stat on that again.
It was the most viewed combat sports story of the year. It was on the front page for more than a day. Nobody else could claim that.
Yeah, and didn't we also have the biggest crowd in the history of that building?
It wasn't the biggest crowd, but I mean, it was the biggest in a while. I mean, WWE had ran it recently. AEW had ran it recently. We outdrew them.
Yeah.
But yeah, all time, you guys sold it out for Starcades and Nitros and all that.
Okay. I don't remember.
But you did out. Here's what's crazy. I think you did draw more than when it was you and Flair and Steamboat and Funk. That's where he gave you the pile driver on the table.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we drew more for that. Yeah.
There were more people for a one-off show than there were for you and Steamboat for the title back in the day.
I'll take some of those. I'll take those accolades.
Best Booker of the Year, Tony Khan. That surprises me. I thought for sure Triple H had it last year. I think Meltzer kind of agreed too. He even says, I usually don't comment on this, and for the first 6 months of the year, you can make the argument that WWE and AEW as businesses were in the same position with one much larger, but clear-cut 1 and 2 in the world all year. However, it was WWE that grew all year, while AEW did not do as well as in comparison over the last 8 months. Tony Khan wins Booker of the Year again.
Well, I can't, the fans decide, but I think that well, once again, I don't know the answer to that. It's just hard to compare WWE to AEW because of how long WWE has been around.
Right.
And it's just that big. So I don't know. But I mean, even though I think that he should look back sometimes, and because especially during football season, if nothing else, because he doesn't miss anything. You know that, right?
Right.
I mean, he does the stats for the game, for the football game.
Yes.
And he goes to practice, and I wasn't saying, I was saying his closest to it it's okay to be that close, but sometimes you need a fresh. But he takes a damn much pride in it. I got no problem with giving that to Tony, because trust me, Hunter has a lot of help too.
Oh, for sure. He's got a
Believe
whole
me.
staff.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hunter's got me. I mean, let's talking about our buddy Bruce. I mean,
Yeah.
Hunter's got 20 guys, and Tony probably has 2. So yeah, give it to Tony, but you can't take anything away from Hunter either.
No doubt. Promoter of the year.
And once again, the fans do not dictate our business. And it's nice that they want to have a say in it, and we appreciate that, but they don't dictate. It's a popularity contest. You know that. We all
Yeah.
do.
Promoter of the year, also Tony Khan. Dana White came in second. Rosie Agawa came in third. Paul Levesque in fourth. Nick Khan in fifth. And all the way at the bottom, eighth, is Vince McMahon. Promoter, by definition, in my opinion, means who drew the most money, whose business made the most money. Vince McMahon should have won that, and it's not close, but Tony Khan did. And then best gimmick. I think you and I will both be aligned here. It was a blowaway. Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, no, there's one thing I said, and I told you that I think what's going to be important now, and this is a very fair statement, is let's see how Sammy does without being part of Roman's deal.
Yes.
That'll be the measure of his success. If he can maintain that momentum, like Kevin Owens has maintained momentum for like 5 straight years now, or something like that, right?
Yep.
Kevin taking those crazy bumps and all that. Now let's see what Sammy can do without being part of the bloodline. That's when you really find out if you're over, or you had that what we call fleeting fame.
I can't wait to see what's next for that bloodline storyline. Of course, Cody Rhodes announced as we're recording this last night on Monday Night Raw that Roman Reigns is on SmackDown, and this Friday, Cody Rhodes will be on SmackDown too. So I'm pretty pumped to see what happens there.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's a big AEW pay-per-view weekend. But for the rest of the show, let's hit some questions. I jumped on Twitter last night and asked, hey, man, you guys got a question for the birthday boy? Let's hit him up.